it is not an exaggeration to say not many know the difference between a heat gun and a hairdryer. Though these tools look similar and work almost the same way, you cannot replace them with one another. This video gives you details on how a hairdryer works and why a heat gun should not be used for hair. Now let's dive into the depths of this video. What is the difference between a heat gun and a hairdryer? Heat guns and hairdryers have very similar functions but are used for completely different applications. Hairdryers, obviously, are used to dry your hair. Because of this, the maximum temperature emitted is much lower than that of a heat gun. A standard hairdryer will have a maximum temperature of around 104 C. Heat guns are used for applications such as shrink wrapping and removing paint, so the temperatures are much higher than that of a hairdryer, varying from 100 C and 700 C. Can you use a hairdryer instead of a heat gun? As hairdryers and heat guns have very similar functions, you can use a hairdryer instead of a heat gun for certain applications. If you are removing labels/stickers, removing candle wax, or similar tasks, then a hairdryer can be used instead of a heat gun. However, if you use it regularly for these sorts of tasks, it will quickly overheat and become damaged because, of course, this is not the purpose of its design. Heat guns are designed to perform these hot air application tasks to a high standard and so provide more concentrated airflow than hairdryers do. Because of this, are much more efficient because the air isn't being scattered around like it is with a hairdryer, which has a wide stream of air rather than a narrow one like a heat gun. How does shrink wrap work? Shrink wrapping is the method of covering an object with a plastic film. The films can either be clear or printed and form a cover around the object. The film is sealed using heat that is applied directly onto it. It is most famously seen among car wrappers that apply shrink wrap film to cars to change their color and appearance. The best tool for carrying out this type of work is a heat gun and not a hairdryer. Can you heat shrink with a hairdryer? If you put your hairdryer on its hottest setting, you probably could produce some desired heat shrink application results. However, using a hairdryer to apply heat shrink will take a very long time, and the results will not be as good as if you used a heat gun. The maximum temperature of a hairdryer is 104 C, whereas a heat gun's maximum temperature is around 700 C. This difference in heat is the difference between a professional-looking shrink wrap and a huge saving in time. Generally, the full activation temperature of heat shrink is about 104 C. We are almost wrapping up. These are the common differences between these two. Hope you like this video. Please comment, share, and subscribe to this channel for more videos.